Welcome to the new set. Hope this is a little bit more cozier and comfy for all of you, as it is for me. So today I want to actually bring on a new topic of discussion, and you guessed it, it's gonna be more movies. If it looks like I'm gonna be reading off a script, I am. I don't have a teleprompter, I don't have like another screen to look at. I'm not a trained professional actor that can memorize lines because I'm not that good. So I need these to actually be good enough. I'm definitely not the only one to think or say this, but recently, newer movie releases don't feel the same like they used to. Before anyone spurs out their opinion on how this might be a nostalgic viewpoint and movies back then were better, that couldn't be further from the truth. But I believe there is a saturation of projects that outweigh newer and creative projects. What are these projects? Biography movies and brand movies. Both are pretty self-explanatory, but in short, biography pictures are all based on real people or real events, while brand movies focus more on companies based on social media websites, food, technology, or toys, etc. In no way are some of these projects that I'm about to mention produced or anyway horrible. There's still creative ways to make something remarkable again. Here's a list of movies this year alone that are either a branded movie or a biography movie. Here is just the budget versus box office ratio from movies that made below or broke even and made higher than their budget. It's clear most of these projects have a pretty high budget and a handful couldn't make a profit or contain a large viewership. For example, the movie Tetris, in its first days of streaming, recorded less than 100,000 in viewership with a budget of $30 million. Studios like these are hoping to bank on these kinds of projects, but respectfully, most people aren't going to watch a glorified version of an event, person, or product we can quickly Google search or have already experienced or know the history about. It's pretty much a standard business tactic. Remember the BlackBerry phone, or do you remember George Foreman before he sold budget grills? How about that game that swept the nation? Not Mario, not Sonic, not Mortal Kombat, not Gran Turismo, not Halo, not even the board game Dungeons and Dragons. I'm talking Tetris, the movie. So what's my point exactly? These movies aren't necessarily hurting anyone, not causing anyone physical harm, hopefully not emotionally too, if that's something we have to worry about nowadays. Oh, hey buddy. There's definitely been a huge shift in what is being pushed nowadays. Movies that I've mentioned won't kill the industry now, but there's no denying the relentless amount of releases that now rely on past events or brands. As someone that grew up watching countless movies, making videos and short films, have always been more excited when I'm watching something or doing something new and original. But to counter my argument, some could say that originality just isn't a thing anymore. Although to a certain degree that might be true. Some of my favorite movies, recent or old, have usually been inspired off of other creations. Although older movies tend to have done it first, the ideas themselves have come through other individuals or a collection of different ideas. While movies such as branded and biography movies can still hold some sort of entertainment value, they don't really deliver much on anything new that someone could have already looked up. This is almost similar to newer reality shows where it's based off following influencers that pretty much don't do anything and are given such a huge platform and viewership. Unfortunately, these movies do take up about 2 time slots in theaters that stay on average from 3 to 6 weeks. To paint an uglier word picture, major theaters such as AMC and Regal show roughly up to 6 to 8 movies, and with smaller theaters that show about 4 to 6 movies. That's not including the multiple remakes, reboots, and sequels that plague our theaters today. I'd like to do a deeper dive into some of the changes in movie history that have brought us to our current history. Typically, I wouldn't ever ask for people to like and subscribe, but due to the ever-changing YouTube algorithm that is ever so changing, it feels like a must. I figured, why not just roll with the punches and see where that gets me. I'd like to thank everyone and say I appreciate all of you that have been watching my videos from the beginning, or if this is your first video, I thank you very much for being here, that you're alive and well, and I will see all of you in the next video.